Sorry if I look a bit disheveled, I've been working out to fight off depression and goddamn that bitch has a strong right hook. Anyways, today I'm talking about one of my favorite directors, well not one of, my favorite director, Jess Franco. And for people who remember, I've promised you guys a video on the man himself 3 years ago. I'm still not done, I'm still writing that. Well, I stopped writing it for this last 2 semesters. It's gonna come out eventually, I think. But in the meanwhile, since I haven't recorded a review this weekend because I was partying like it was 1999, god damn, I decided to talk to you about my top 10 favorite movies from his that I've watched so far. Now the thing is, he's made over 180 movies, some even claim 200, so it's kind of hard to see everything, but I've seen about 60, and here are my favorite 10. Also, I didn't plan this video, so I'll just grab random movies that I really love and ramble about them for about 10 minutes. At number 10, we have one that I was not expecting to love that much. It is Sexiest Crazy, aka El Sexo es Loco.
I speak Spanish.
It's from 1981, and why I was surprised to love this movie so much is because it's a comedy, not a genre that Jess Franco did a lot of, and also not a genre that I'm particularly fond of. But this hits different. It is a meta comedy about the adult film industry. It stars Lina Romay, and the intro was amazing enough to land this at my 10 favorite movie of Jess Franco. That wasn't a sentence. It starts with alien impregnation inflation. Jesus was a pioneer. There's so many like weird fetishes. There's so many weird fetishes. Fetishes? That's not the word. There's so many weird kinks in this that I'm like, I thought the internet made that one up, but apparently not. Apparently it was made up by Jess Franco in 1981. Jess Franco plays himself in this, and he's a movie director who directs adult movies, and then that's pretty much it. We follow along in his journey, him and Lina Romay, as they get into little adventures, and then it's funny, silly, and fun. I give this one 4.5 half-smoked cigarettes out of 5. Then one that's the complete opposite, one of the nastiest films from Jess Franco himself, it is The House of Lost Women. Oh boy, is this movie filthy. Again, it stars Lina Romay, and it's about a weird, quirky family that lives by themselves on an island, and then suddenly somebody shows up and discovers the nasty shit that the family had been doing. This has everything from incest, and not only incest on a mentally ill character. It is vile, it is extremely disgusting and sleazy, and it's not shot in a way that you're supposed to be like, ew, that's gross. It's shot in typical Jess Franco fashion of trying to make everything going on sexy, but oh boy is it not. This one is not for the squeamish. This is one that I recommend to people who are starting to really deep down the nasty rabbit hole that is Jess Franco. Then at number 8, speaking of sleazy, we got Sadomania, and this is a women in prison film, and it's my favorite women in prison film from Jess Franco. He worked a lot in the genre, he basically reinvented the genre with 99 Women, and then in the 80s, again this is 81, strong year for Jess Franco, he made this pile of cinematic trash that is absolutely sleazy. It stars Ahita Wilson, who has a movie coming out from Mondo Macabro, Ava Man, which I'm really excited about, Ursula Felliner, and Robert Foster, not to be confused with the American Robert Foster. This is the Jess Franco regular Robert Foster, and this one is very filthy. The sets are disgusting, the characters are vile people. Jess Franco plays a white slave trader who is very gay. There's a scene with a black fella that makes me laugh so hard. He's like this over-the-top caricature, and I just really love this movie. It also blends a bit of comedy in there, once again proving that Jess Franco could make a funny movie. This one's nasty. Again, it's about people being sent to jail, and then the jail being corrupt, and then there's white slave trade. It's wonderful. Then at number 7, we have a very underrated one that I don't hear too many people talk about. It is Sinner, The Secret Diary of a nymphomaniac. And now we're back in the 70s, 73, so we get a different vibe for Franco. 80s was really the sleaze and then some adult content, but the 70s were the groovy, jazzy, beautifully shot, on location, just straight up sex films. And this one has a bit of horror in there, but not really. Like, Jess Franco worked in horror, but it wasn't his main shtick. It was more sexploitation, and this is one of the best of its kind. There's what you expect from this era of Jess Franco, a lot of scenes in nightclubs, a lot of beautiful women being naked, and also a bit of a thriller element. It's funny, Kino says it's a Grindhouse Citizen Kane, which, I mean, I kind of agree. This is a slice of life movie. You're following this character along, and you just really, really like her, and then you follow her as she goes into this world of debauchery. And debauchery it is. And the main actress, Montserrat Purus, who worked a lot with Jess Franco in the 70s, she's gorgeous, she's great in this, and she's one of, like, the strongest actresses in a Jess Franco film. This is absurdly underrated. It's also super cheap from Kino. Go pick that up, please. Then at number 6, we have A Virgin Among the Living Dead, aka Christina, Princess of Eroticism. I much prefer the Christina, Princess of Eroticism cut. A Virgin Among the Living Dead was basically an American recut that Wizard Video, good old Charles Band, cut down and blended with footage from Oasis of the Zombies, I think, or maybe Jean Rollins' Zombie Lake. Like, he had the rights to those movies, and he's like, let's put some zombies in there so we can sell this one as A Virgin Among the Living Dead. But this is an art film. This is not a trashy zombie film. This is moody, atmospheric, surrealistic, like, vibe mood of a film. It's super short. At least the Christina cut, I think it's like an hour 18, and you just follow Christina as she goes to a house of a relative that recently died, and she kind of, you know, got the house, and then she goes to the house, and you're uncertain if the people living in the house are ghosts. Are they dead? Are they haunting the place? Are they real? Then you get a bit of gothic horror with the villagers being kind of weirded out by this castle, and then Christina just goes along and tries to figure out if she's just going insane or if there's really a bunch of weird ass people, including Jess Franco, who plays a mute servant in this, actually living in the house. It also stars Howard Vernon, who kind of became a regular with Jess Franco ever since the diabolical Dr. Z. This one is one that is also super underrated. Sadly, Blu-ray is out of print, but I found back in the days this British DVD for like super cheap. So if you can find it, I would highly recommend this. So that was number 6, I think. Number 5, we got more 70s stuff. We've got Female Vampire, starring, of course, Lina Romay. This is when she really started to collaborate with Jesus Franco, and then they fell in love, and then they left in the middle of a shoot for, I think, 3 weeks, and then Erwin C. Dietrich, the producer of the movie, was like, bruh, you can't do that. Get your ass back here, you got a movie to finish. And then Erwin C. Dietrich basically told Jess Franco that he needed to shoot all of his movies on sound stages. Anyways, Female Vampire. Now this is in the vein of Jean Rollins, as in it's a surrealistic, nonsensical, atmospheric vampire film, but they're not lesbians. It's Jess Franco, there's always lesbianism, but she sucks the blood of her victims through their penises. Now that's why I love Jess Franco. Does the plot make sense? No. Is it visually beautiful? Yeah. Is it a great movie? Absolutely. Does Lina Romay do an incredible job? Yes, she does. This is one of my favorite movies to kind of tell people who are starting to get into Jess Franco, you gotta watch. It's a must-see, but it needs a re-release. I want this on 4K. Please, somebody give it to me. Number 4. I could not do it. It's Bloody Moon. Now, I did an entire review of this. This is my most logged film on Letterboxd, so I started really using Letterboxd about 2 years ago. So I've seen this movie 8 or 9 times in the last 2 years. I absolutely love this movie. Is it a stupid wannabe American slasher made by Europeans who had no concept of American culture, who just kind of did shit because they saw it in other movies that were selling well? Absolutely. Is it ridiculous? Yes. Is the gore good? decent enough. Is it stupid? Absolutely. This is one of the most fun Jess Franco movie like ever. It's one of my favorite. Well, clearly it's my fourth favorite officially. But yeah, this movie bangs. It's an incredible film, an incredible, ridiculous. This is the type of movie from Jess Franco that people usually watch first because it's horror. It's kind of the most well-renowned, and then you get addicted to Jess Franco like I did. But surprisingly, this is not one of the first Jess Franco movies I've seen. I saw this one later in my Jesus Franco exploration. This one is super fun. It is a typical European 80s slasher film that was trying to sell to an American market. The characters are ridiculous. I absolutely love this one. Then, of course, following that, in the third place, it is Faceless. Again, this is something that any other director could have done. Well, maybe not. Okay, Bloody Moon and this do feel like movies that any other director from the era could have done. But then you get the Jess Francoism with like incest and weird sex things, and that's why I love these movies. Now, Faceless is basically a remake of The Diabolical Dr. Z, which Jess Franco made a lot of remakes of that film, and The Diabolical Dr. Z is also a ripoff of Eyes Without a Face. So like you're going down a lot of the ripoff experience of Jess Franco to finally end this in the 80s, 88, with this French film, which is kind of the culmination of everything that Jess Franco did horror-wise, to give you one of the most fun, sleazy, just weird movie. It is incredible, starring Brigitte Lahaye, a regular of Jean Rollin, but she also did a couple of things with Jess Franco. This cover is amazing. That's just an incredible, it's one of my favorite movies, like not even just Jess Franco movies. Faceless is just one of my favorite movies of all time. I absolutely love this goddamn masterpiece. Number 2, what do I have for number 2? I don't even know myself. Is my number 2 the best Jess Franco movie ever made? No. I'd even say that some people think it's one of his weakest that are popular, but for me, this is what made me fall in love with the man, and that is She Killed in Ecstasy. From 1970, starring as Jess Franco's original muse, Soledad Miranda. This movie is weird. It doesn't make any sense. It has a lot of technical issues. This Blu-ray is really old, so the transfer to like the pubes just look like a paint like splatter, but I love it. It's about this girl whose husband is the scientist. He starts to work in like using baby plasma or some shit like that. He gets ostracized by the medical community, and then he kills himself, and then Soledad Miranda uses her sex appeal to get revenge on her dead husband. It's one of the earliest film I can think of like female rage and women using their sexuality to get revenge. It's kind of a pioneer in that way, and Soledad Miranda just carries this movie. I think if she wasn't in it, it wouldn't be the same movie, even if we replace her with like Lena Romay, which she did similar roles, and it's nothing against Lena Romay. I love that woman clearly, but yeah, Soledad just had that look, and this movie is amazing. And then to nobody's surprise, I guess, my number 1, it's in the same vein. It's Vampyros, Lesbos. I always alternate between those two as my favorite Jess Franco movies, but come on, if you've seen this movie and if you're a fan of Jess Franco, and this was probably one of the first ones you saw because it's one of his most critically acclaimed on the internet somehow, it's wonderful. It's one of my favorite like romantic movies, I guess you could call it. I mean, it is a romance. And recently this inspired Sean Baker, just the way Soledad is dressed. I think there's a parallel to Anora. I haven't seen Anora yet, but I'm excited because the goddamn Criterion cover is a fucking reference to Jess Franco. I would have never thought in my goddamn 29 years on this hellhole of a earth that I would see Criterion doing an homage to Jess Franco. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's Vampyros Lesbos. So that was my top 10. I hope it was 10. I kind of lost count. Dishonorable mentions. I haven't seen the Cannibal movie yet that I bought in the last update. Dishonorable mentions. I wasn't a fan of the Sinister Dr. Orloff. This movie, not good. Not a fan of the Fu Manchu movies, but I kind of knew I wasn't gonna like those. I wasn't a fan of Neurosis. Nope, not good. What else? What else did I not like? Well, this one, but just because the transfer is dog shit. Fury in the Tropics, 80s women in prison movie. It's bad. It's bad. But other than that, I don't really have movies that I hated. There's some that I've liked less. Oh yeah, no, again, Cannibal movie, Diamonds of Kilimanjaro is abysmal, and that one hurts me because it's awful, and I love Jess Franco, and I don't want to see him fail that hard. But like, come on, who let him cook? Who let him make cannibal movies? Anyways, thank you. See you guys next time.